Hi, hashtag black woman. You tagged me in this video. I didn't watch all of it. I watched some of it, and I do not understand what it pertains to me as far as I understand how it pertains to you, and I've said this before. You're a very feminine woman. You are more of a submissive woman. You know, that's nice. I remember I specifically was talking about that. Remember that time when Jessica X and her friend were acting all masculine and stuff, that nature. I remember thinking, you were the only one in that conversation that was actually acting very feminine and civilized in that situation. So I mean, I understand what you're talking about with men, and what I'm trying to relate to in this, why I'm talking about this is specifically, you know how you were talking about men leading and things of that nature, and men that you want to take on that role. Personally, for me, I don't understand that. I don't comprehend that. I mean, I'm not interested in that personally. I'm not interested in a man really taking that kind of role. I think like in an ideal marriage, long term, would be partnership. Okay, partnership to me is like two dual people taking a co-leadership in their household. When they raise their children, when they grow their family, it's a co-leadership. When it comes to providing, it's a co-leadership. Okay, I don't think in relying on a man. I don't even I don't You have to understand, from my perspective, I don't think of men as reliable, really, and I don't think of men as someone that you rely on to support your family. Personally, for me, I'm not saying you are doing anything wrong, or anyone who does that, or is more of a feminine woman who stays in her feminine role. That's how God made you, and that's perfect that you're that way. A lot of men love that trait, but I just don't understand it for me. I do think you said something about harassment that I really liked. And, I watch plenty of your videos. I am subscribed to your channel. As you can see, I am subscribed to your channel. Um, but I just, other than that, for me, it's just like, I don't, I don't look to black men for that kind of leadership. And I don't look to white men for that, okay? I'm not attracted to black men. We've already gone through that. I'm attracted to white men, but I don't look for that in any man I'm even attracted to. I wouldn't ideally want that ever, okay? If it's kind of like this, how when women make more money than men do, than their man does, it bothers the man. It makes him feel like his masculinity is threatened. That's exactly how I would feel if a man made more money than me. I would feel like I was threatened, and I would feel like I was in like inferior. You know, just personally to me, I would feel like I'm being threatened as an individual, as kind of the leader of my own household. And you have to understand, when you live a single life, you are the leader of your own household. So when someone else is going to come into your life, how can you step down from being the leader? From my perspective, I can't understand why I would step down from being the leader. I would prefer to be able to co lead. I understand on his perspective, just like I understand from my perspective. It wouldn't really, I would understand why he wouldn't want to step down from his leadership in his life as a single man into becoming, into a long term relationship with someone. I wouldn't want that for him either, because that wouldn't make him happy. And to me, with relationships, all I'm for is happy relationships. I'm not for unhappy relationships just to be with someone. You know, you have to understand the way I was raised. I was raised with a mother who was a single mother who never wanted to be with a man because she didn't want to be unhappy or uncomfortable. There's so many reasons why too, because she's a product of two people who had a tumultuous marriage, like really violent, emotionally draining, mentally draining. And so when someone sees a kind of marriage like that, they don't want any part in it. Personally, to me, I understand that no one wants to be in that, and no one should seek out a dysfunctional relationship. But at the same time, to me, I am totally open and fine with relationships that seem functional and seem like they're actually going to work. But I don't believe in hurrying to get into a relationship just to hope it will be functional. I believe in going through the steps for it to be functional. And if we're not going to go through those steps, if the puzzle doesn't fit, then the puzzle doesn't fit. Okay? And that's just how it is, So that's what I'm just saying here. As far as like leadership, I don't look for a man to do that for me. I just don't look to men that way. But I think it's great when people, find someone who's great for them. And if a man is a good leader to a woman, or a woman is a good leader to that man, that's great, for those relationships, as long as they are happy in the relationships they're in. So that's all I have to say. I liked your video though. I mean, like, I watched most of your video. Did I like it? Oh yeah, there. I like your video, honestly. I watched it up until I think this point right here, or somewhere around here. But yeah, your content's pretty cool and pretty good. I'm probably gonna continue to watch, but yeah. Thanks for mentioning me, by the way. Alright, bye.